Hi, this is Ron Edwards, Master Sommelier and Director of Wine Education for Mirabeau Fine Wine and Spirits. Today we're going to take a little bit of a divergence from wine. We're going to be tasting spirits because we are fine wine and spirits here at Mirabeau. And we're going to be tasting a gin from the producer known as Mirabeau. Now, Mirabeau is most known for its rosés out of Provence. They also decided they wanted to make some gin, and they have created the Mirabeau Riviera pink gin, which makes sense. They make rosé wine. This is a celebration of all things Riviera, botanicals, and sights and sounds and smells, and it's just a beautiful product. Now, it's made in a London dry style, but what's unusual about it is this gin is not grain-based alcohol, it's grape-based alcohol. So they bring in grape skins, mar, and they distill that with some of their own rosé. So they add rosé wine into the grape skins to create the liquid, and that is distilled. Now, when they take this distilled spirit and turn it into gin, they need to put botanicals in it, and the botanicals are added through distillation in two methodologies. The classic maceration method, that's for the more sturdy botanicals that they add, and then classic gin basket, infusing in the vapors above the distillate. That would be the second methodology, and that's for the more delicate things. So their list of botanicals is really interesting and very Riviera based. It's of course juniper and coriander. Hard to make a gin without those. But then it's also orris and angelica roots. It's rose petals and lemon zest and lemon peel. It's rosemary, thyme, jasmine tea, and bay leaf. And don't forget lavender. You can't make anything in Provence without lavender, right? All right, so those are our botanicals. The more delicate ones show up in the gin basket. The more sturdy ones like juniper and coriander, they're actually in the maceration. Let's find out what we should expect from this beautifully pink gin. Now, first of all, a little stat. It's 43% alcohol by volume in the bottle, so it's certainly sturdy enough to make your cocktails. It has that wonderful juniper thing, yes, but in a very pretty version. It really mixes with the lemon zest and peel come through very clearly, the floral nature, and it is kind of a mix between rose and lavender. There's also a sort of a sweet grass, herbal side to this. There's a red fruitedness to the aroma profile, like distant berries. There's also that woodsy, earthy note that is classic for angelica root especially, and the coriander for that matter. And it actually, I think the best way to describe it is it smells really inviting. It's not one of those gins that jumps out at you and like, it's not that. It's a very pretty, elegant aroma profile. Let's see what it tastes like. The first impression of this is it's remarkably smooth and kind on the palate. Cools off beautifully in that menthol effect, showing the quality of the distillate. And then, yes, the juniper jumps in, but then there's the earth tone. There's even a little salty sea spray that I got across the palate on this. Then there's the other botanicals are sort of in layers and sometimes combined. The lemon zest is there. Now I'm getting the rose petal. The lavender follows the rose petal, and then it goes back into that coriander, spicy, citrusy, earthy thing here towards the end. This is a beautifully balanced gin. Certainly it's great straight. That's how I'm tasting it. But it would work in cocktails very well, but you're going to want to look for recipes that are highlighting the flavor of the gin, not trying to mask it or having a lot of other flavors, because this gin is too pretty to cover up. Go out and find a bottle of Mirabeau Riviera gin. I think you'll really like it.